Okay, so sponsored brands ads creation. Now, this is talking about sponsored brands ads that are keyword targeted, but you can also do product targeting as well. So you just go by the same, you can go off the same criteria that we talked about in the previous slide. But sponsored brands ads, usually we create these after we've had sponsored products campaigns running for a certain period of time. So the quick and easy way to create sponsored brands campaigns is that um, we want so because sponsored brands campaigns don't have ad groups in them, we pretty much have to treat the campaigns as if they're ad groups themselves. So we end up with you know how previously I was saying is there's potential scenarios where you can create 10 ad groups just for one SKU for sponsored products campaigns. Well, if we were to uh, treat that as a sponsored brand strategy, then we would create 10 sponsored brands campaigns. Okay. But anyhow, what we want to do is we want to find the keywords where the orders are greater than or equal to two, and then segment those into one sponsor brand campaign. Then we want to find the search terms where the ACOS is less than your break-even ACOS, and where orders is greater than or equal to one. And that will so we'll create another sponsored brands campaign based off of that. And then tier three would be search terms where the ACOS is more expensive. It's higher than your break-even ACOS, but the orders is greater than or equal to one. So we'll create yet another sponsored brands ad campaign for that. And there's other things we do too. So we potentially could look at search terms that's getting a lot of awareness but has not converted yet. So we'll create a sponsored brands campaign for that. So you can certainly what uh, what the overarching goal and objective is to identify the search terms that are performing or seem to demonstrate some promise. So with that, um, you can imagine the number of the number of campaigns that are sponsored brands just exploding over time. All right, well, and to continue the theme of the explosive number of campaigns we can create. Next, we're going to talk about creating headline copy, which are consistent with the highly converting search terms. Um, you can also your copywriter or you yourself, feel free to be creative to come up with different types of headline copy that's relevant to your product, that's relevant to the use case. Um, and then what we'll do is we will if we end up with say 10 different headlines, then we'll create 10 different tier one campaigns where all the tier one campaigns will have identical search terms in them, but each campaign will have a different headline copy. Same thing with tier two campaigns. So if we have 10 different headlines we want to try to advertise for, then we'll end up with 10 different tier two campaigns and tier three campaigns as well. So you can see where we already have 30 sponsor brands campaigns just based on this summary alone. Okay, the next bullet point: display the top three out converting ASINs in the headline. So if you have products that are similar to each other, because when you create a sponsor brands campaign, um, the process requires a minimum of three ASINs to be advertised. So you're going to have to find three ASINs. So in this case, what you do is for the very first ASIN that's going to be on the left, get your top seller in there. And then the second ASIN would be the next top converting seller. And then ASIN number three would be the third top converting seller. Okay. So in this case, you can also experiment with the ASINs that are shown in position two and position three with say different color dresses or different color spatulas. But that first ASIN, try to make that your top converting ASIN. If your sponsored brands campaigns are going to be pointing to a search results landing page, which usually would be the case, try to have 6 or 7 products in that search results landing page that you're building when you are creating these sponsored brands campaigns. The reason why is, if you have 1 or 2 SKUs run out of stock, then you still have additional products that can advertise. So this was more relevant when Amazon had a policy where you had to have a minimum of 3 products on your search results landing page. If any of them got a stock, then your sponsored brands campaign would be automatically disabled. Well, very recently, Amazon has actually allowed just only having 1 available product to continue to be advertised. But when you're creating a campaign, you still need a minimum of 3. So you still need to define a minimum of 3 products to advertise. So keep that in mind.